It's Baig of Tricks trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's Baig of Tricks trivia time. And we're feeling alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
All right, welcome everybody. It is just after 9 o'clock Central Time. We are here for another exciting evening of general knowledge trivia. My name is Ali with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. Thank you to those of you that are joining us after Harry Potter trivia. We just finished about 20 minutes ago, so we're making a night of this. You guys did fantastic at Harry Potter trivia. Thank you again to the Thomas Ford Memorial Library for sponsoring that. We will be doing general knowledge trivia here in just a few minutes. If this is your first time joining us, make sure not only that you can see and you can hear me on YouTube, but do make sure that you join the online game. You can see the link at the bottom, online.baigoftricks.com. You don't need to download anything. You just need to go in your web browser to online.baigoftricks.com and enter the code TRICKS. Online.baigoftricks.com, enter the code TRICKS. If you've done that, you will see the screen there. Baig of Tricks General Knowledge Trivia 4/27/20. Thank you to the individual that pointed out I had the wrong date earlier. It's 4/27/20. But as I've said since the beginning, what do dates matter in lockdown? Every day is the same as the next day. But today is the 27th of April, so thank you. Once you are there, you're good to go for now. Once we start the game, I'll explain how it works. But in the meantime, just want to give a few shout-outs. I want to give people time to join because I'm sure some people like myself and Gina probably tried to scarf some food in between the last. Well, I guess you guys don't have to scarf it. I had to eat it quickly because now I have to talk. But thank you to everybody that's coming back. I'm going to give people time to join. We have 87 people on right now, so thank you all for being here on this beautiful Monday night. This is honestly, this is the first Monday night general knowledge trivia we might have ever done, at least in a long time. Typically we do music bingo, but because of our Harry Potter trivia, Henry JBC will be back next week. Next week we're doing all one-hit wonder music bingo. So Bobby K is going to be doing 90s one-hit wonders. Henry JBC, I think, is going to cover the other decades, 70s, 80s, 2000s. Henry, if you're watching this, I still have to ask you about that. But, you know, I'm sure you'll love it. If you're here tonight, thank you for being here on the start of this week. You can see next to me here on the screen. Nope, this way. That way, up there. There's a whole bunch of events that we have coming up. Music bingo, as I just mentioned, with Bobby K this week. Bobby K is doing all of your favorite B-sides and deeper cuts. So all of your favorite artists, but the songs that you probably know, but the radio didn't play a lot. You're going to recognize these songs. You're going to know the artists, but you might not have heard the songs in a while. So it'll be great to hear them performed by the incredible Bobby K. That's Wednesday night at 7. And then Wednesday at 9, Parks and Rec Trivia. We're celebrating the release of that new episode that they're doing. So don't miss that. Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. All these times are Central. Military History Trivia Night, sponsored by the Cantini 1st Division Museum out of Winfield. All sorts of military history and pop culture military questions, so don't miss that. Great prizes up for grabs. We'll do general knowledge again on Thursday. And then it looks like for the next while, every Friday, we're going to be doing a fundraiser. So we're going to be doing a general knowledge trivia night to raise funds for great organizations. This Friday, we're doing general knowledge trivia to raise funds for the West Suburban Community Pantry. Details online. That starts at 8 p.m. You can buy tickets. There will be prizes again for the top individuals, so don't miss that. SpongeBob trivia on Saturday at 3. And then Sunday, I didn't talk about this enough earlier, our first ever trivia brunch. So obviously we can't all eat together in the same place, but we're going to do Golden Girls trivia at 1 p.m. on Saturday. So we're going to make a cheesecake, we're going to have mimosas, and then I'm actually going to go out and get some food from one of our amazing sponsors, McWethy's Tavern in Romeoville. They are sponsoring the entire event. They're giving us $75 in prizes to give away to the top individuals. So please do, if you're in the area, consider placing an order and eat the same food as we are. How cool would that be? We can all be eating the same food, even if we're not in the same place. You can order out from McWethy's. Their food is delicious. That's where Gina and I are getting married in January. So we love the food there. We're excited that they offered to sponsor this one. We will also be having mimosas, and I'm going to make a cheesecake. I'll share that. Maybe I'll do some of that on live streams. We can all do it together. I don't know. Who knows? But a lot of good events coming up. Again, tomorrow night is General Knowledge at 7 p.m. and Simpsons Trivia, Classic Simpsons Trivia at 9. Tomorrow's General Knowledge Trivia is special because the General Knowledge Trivia tomorrow was selected by our donation drawing winner. So every week, everybody that donates to Baig of Tricks, we draw one name, and that individual gets to choose one of the theme nights that we do the next week. Well, this week, our winner, Cynthia G, decided instead of a theme night, she wanted us to do a general knowledge trivia night, but she gave us about 6 categories that all the questions are going to come from. So we're going to theme this night around her preferences. Doesn't mean that you all won't have fun. It's still going to be a great night of general knowledge trivia tomorrow at 7. So join us for that. That night, just like tonight, is sponsored by the incredible Elmhurst Brewing Company. You can see the brewery here behind me. It's where I'm virtually hanging out. I miss actually hanging out there. We do trivia there when we're not in lockdown. So thank you to Elmhurst Brewing Company for sponsoring these events. Tonight, the winner of our General Knowledge Trivia will earn a $25 gift card. It's all done electronically. You don't have to mess with anything in the mail. They're just going to put a credit on a tab with your name to the tune of $25. You can order from Elmhurst Brewing Company. They have delicious beer, fantastic food. They do carry-out, curbside pickup, and limited delivery if you're in the area. So please consider checking them out. Give them a like on Facebook. Just tell them thank you for sponsoring these events. Again, this is the first week that we can officially say every single event we do has prizes up for grabs. You know, we've been doing this since day one of the lockdown just for fun for you guys, but now we're obviously still having fun, but we're giving out prizes too. So thank you guys for being so supportive.
Kayla's husband Andrew wants to know what you ate in the break.
Oh, I'll tell you in a second, Kayla's husband Andrew. So somebody just asked what I ate in the break. Well, Gina, whose voice you just heard, my wonderful fiance, who is behind the scenes for every one of these trivia nights, she's the one at the computer. She's the one typing to you. I'm here talking. She's typing, responding. So Andrew, she was incredible and made me a delicious sandwich with turkey and cheese and mayonnaise. Sorry for all you mayonnaise haters. I'm a mayonnaise lover. Gina's a mayonnaise hater. We also know for sure that Taco is a mayonnaise lover because once Gina made me that sandwich, I ate about half of it and I set it on the table, and then I went to the bathroom, quick bathroom break. And as soon as I opened the door, I ran into the commotion of Taco devouring my sandwich. So thankfully, I told Gina I think he's just trying to help me support a low-carb diet because he ate half the bread.
He just ate
He just took the bread off the top. Yeah, he didn't even get any of the turkey or the cheese. So Andrew, to answer your question, I ate half of a sandwich and then half of a sandwich. Taco got some of it. Thankfully, he didn't get to my whiskey. He has drank an entire White Russian before. We are lovely dog parents, but you know what? Yeah, we don't watch him every single second. We got to give him a little trust, and you know what he does with it? He runs away with it. Pizza and White Russians. That was probably the best night of his life. So anyway, thank you all for being here. Thanks for rocking and rolling with my mullet, my Joe Exotic wig. I couldn't find a hat. So in desperation, my hair looks horrible. Not something that I typically care about, but my hair didn't look great, and I found this wig, so I threw it on. If you could even tell, maybe you guys thought this was my normal hair. Maybe it will be in a couple more months of quarantine.
Sure won't be. Sure.
Anyway, that's enough fun stuff, guys. Now let's get to the other fun stuff, which is trivia. So if you're out here tonight and this is the first time you've played trivia, please make sure, if you can hear me, you can see me, you're halfway there, but you do still need to join the online game. It's very simple. I recommend using your phone. So pull this video on YouTube up on your computer or your TV, and then on your phone, go to online.baigoftricks.com, enter the code TRICKS, online.baigoftricks.com/tricks. Once you're there, you are in. You won't see any questions pop up until I start the game. Once I do start the game, it's pretty simple. We have 30 questions total. We have 15 multiple choice questions, and then we have 15 fill-in-the-blank questions. You have to give us the answer all on your own. Those are going to be tougher. We're going to start it out pretty easy, and everything's going to be worth more and more points as we go on. The individual with the most points at the end of the night wins that $25 gift card. So a few things you need to know. The multiple choice questions always have 4 possible answers, A, B, C, or D. One of them's always correct. If you select the correct answer, the sooner you select it, the more points you earn. So if you click A right away and A is the correct answer, you're going to earn more points than somebody who clicks A 10 seconds after you. And if you clicked B when A was the correct answer, you're going to earn 0 points. So there's a little strategy here. You want to take enough time to make sure you're clicking the right answer, but you also want to click it as soon as you can to earn the most points. That's how the multiple choice questions work. We're actually going to do a practice question once I start this. So the first question tonight is just for fun. There aren't any points up for grabs, but it'll let you see how the system works if this is your first time. So shout out to the fact that we have 133 people on here right now. I didn't know how popular a Monday night general knowledge trivia would be at 9 o'clock, and you guys are telling me that apparently it's pretty popular. So maybe we'll do this more. Forewarning, it's after 9 o'clock now, which I consider after hours for trivia. So if I do swear, I apologize. But I am 2 Manhattans in, and a third will be made soon. So cheers to everybody that's out here. We like to do socials every time everybody does well, or whenever I call one, which is going to be right now as a thank you to everybody for coming out. Whether you drink or not, there's no pressure to drink. You can drink water, pop. If you're eating something, you can cheers with that. This is just our way of saying thank you for being here and congratulations when we do well on the questions. But right now, cheers, guys. Sociable, alohe mahala. Are our Hawaii friends out there? I'm really trying to remember how to say it.
No. Akole maluna.
Akole maluna. That's how we say it in Hawaii. Let us know if you're somewhere else and you say sociable or social somewhere else.
Those mayo slices.
We're back to mayo slices. I miss Vincent. All right, Joe Flaherty, get Vincent here. All right, here we go. We're going to start this. The first question, again, is just going to be a practice question. It works like all the other questions, but it won't be worth any real points. So let's see how well you were paying attention. Question number 1, what is the name of your trivia host tonight? What is the name of me? What is the name of your trivia host? Is my name... I clicked the button. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. John, Paul, George, or Ali?
I did George.
What is the name of your trivia host tonight? Again, no points up for grabs. We're just seeing how the system works so you can get a feel for it. You want to click the answer. Quick forewarning, if you click an answer and then you decide that, whoops, I didn't mean to, too bad. You can't undo it. If you click A, your answer is A. You can try better on the next question. So that's why I said take your time. Make sure you read the answers before you click anything. You have 30 seconds for every answer, I believe. Let me make sure I put it on 30 seconds. Taco is playing with his toys right now. Yeah, you have 30 seconds. All right, here we go. So this first one, again, Penelope's playing with her ball. Our cat is downstairs. Yeah, didn't you hear the jingle? Let's see what you guys thought. A couple people said John. Thank you. I don't know if I look like a John. 5 of you said George. 3 said Paul. And 84% of you correctly said Ali. So cheers.
It's not even a social.
Yeah, it's not even a technical social. I don't know how to feel about this, but we're going to drink.
I voted against you. Sorry.
Rude. All right.
It definitely should have been.
So that's how the multiple choice questions work. Always 4 options. 1 is correct. You earn more points the quicker you answer. We have 15 multiple choice questions starting now. So here's question number 2, but the real first question of the night. Also, let me just double check on that now that I said it out loud. Yeah, that one didn't count. So here we go. Question number 2. Is coming up when the computer decides it wants it to. Which of these is the name of Fred Flintstone's wife? What is the name of Fred Flintstone's wife? Is it Pebbles, Wilma, Betty, or Mary? What is the name of Fred Flintstone's wife? Where are these comments? Grapefruit sparkling water. Taco's coming back. He's hanging out. He's just reeling from that sandwich, I think. Thank you to everybody that's donated. I mentioned earlier, if you do donate, you're in the donation drawing raffle. You can choose one of the themes we do next week. Oh, what's on the screen? Is it still just my face? Joe, thank you. There we go. John Jackson, my guess. Yeah.
Thank you,
John J. Thank you, John. So just a quick reminder, I mentioned this in Harry Potter earlier. I haven't been saying this, but I'm going to start saying it because I think it's very important. if you can see the questions on my screen, that's great. But make sure that you pay attention to the timer on your phone, because we're doing this over the internet, there's a little bit of a delay. It's typically a couple of seconds. It's not anything crazy, but if you're going off of the timer on the screen, you may think you have about 4 more seconds than you actually do. So always make sure you get your answer in before the timer runs out on your phone or on your own computer. I just want to make sure I say that, because I know in the past we've had people saying, hey, I couldn't get my answer in, time ran out. That might be why. If you're looking at my timer, there's a little delay. The correct answer, this is a social. Congratulations. 99% of you. Wilma! Good job. I just found this out the other day. If I'm not correct me if I'm wrong. But the individual who played Fred Flintstone in a live-action remake at some point was also the man who was Robert Baratheon. Am I right about that? I could be way off. But I think I'm right. Let me know. Google the actor. I know there are a couple different, because John Goodman was in one of them, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he played a different character. Maybe he was the boss. Anyway, Gina's going to do some researching. I know Robert Baratheon from Game of Thrones was somehow tied to Flintstones.
Well, John Goodman was Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
Who's the actor's name, Robert?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Okay.
Gina's going to look into it. Question number 3. What is the main alcoholic ingredient, which is the main spirit in a daiquiri? In a daiquiri, is it vodka, gin, tequila, or rum? If you're making a daiquiri, what is the main alcoholic spirit? Mark Addy. Gina, Mark Addy.
And on that.
Ben Sasser says I'm right. Andrea McFerrin says I'm right.
The Flintstones and Viva Rock Vegas?
So like the sequel. Because John Goodman was the original, and then Viva Rock Vegas was Mark Addy.
Viva Rock Wow. You learn something every day.
Look at that. You get to pick where we were. The prequel. I'm so sorry, Ben. The prequel, Viva Rock Vegas. How I Met Your Mother trivia would be good. Yes. So you guys know your alcohol, as always. Excuse me, let me move my hair behind my ear. Sorry. Good job. Rum, the correct answer.
I asked people what they would pick if they're the raffle winner.
Oh, I love that. All right, question 4. Which of these artists originally recorded the song These Boots Are Made for Walkin'? Who originally sang These Boots Are Made for Walkin'? Was it Nancy Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, Cher, or Aretha Franklin? Our daiquiris are whatever you want. Christiane Young, I like how you think. Got distracted by alcohol questions. Oh, Taco, what'd you do down there?
Nothing, I just know.
Oh, good. Love him, Yim. We are, How I Met Your Mother's towards the top of the list.
It'll happen.
Yeah, that will happen soon. Would you please make me another drink? Please. Please, nothing from that god-awful finale. Yeah.
Oh.
Understandable. All right, this could be a Snowshell. Who originally recorded the song? That is Nancy Sinatra. Nancy Sinatra, the offspring of Frank Sinatra. Good job. Good job. All right, here we go. Question 5. We'll look at the standings after this one. Who was the host of The Tonight Show just prior to Jay Leno? There have been a few, but who was the host of The Tonight Show just prior to Jay Leno? Was it Jack Parr, Steve Allen, Johnny Carson, or Joan Rivers? Kayla, I am right there with you. A little drunk since Harry Potter. We will see how this goes. Yes, we will.
So I have a question for the Baig-o-tricks community. There was someone who tagged us in a post in a RuPaul's Drag Race group, and I forgot who it was that tagged us.
Somebody tagged us in a post in RuPaul's Drag Race community, but we can't find who it was. So if you're out there, let us know who it was. We would like to see that post. We are Drag Race fans here in this house. The correct answer, this is a social. Gina's eating, so I'll have another drink in a little bit. I'm not expecting her to do anything. She deserves a delicious meal. Johnny Carson, the correct answer. Johnny Carson. 104 of you. We have 110 people playing right now. Again, That blows me away for a Monday night, and we didn't even post this event until yesterday. So thank you all for being here. We really appreciate you guys. We'll do these events, as often as we can, but the more that you guys come out and the more that we see you guys having fun, the more energy it gives me. We're both working our butts off morning to night to put these events on. So seeing so many of you come out and seeing so many of you have fun, we really appreciate it. And we'll do more like this just for you guys. Let's see the rankings. Maybe. All right, Jeff Draken first. Fire Gal 147 in second. Molly Wobbles in third. Albin Sakura, welcome back. There in 13th place. Carol Baskin's dead husband covered in oil. Trivia Newton John, I see you. Take your top off. Now there's a team name. Take your top off. Do you mean my wig? Okay, I will. There we go. I will listen. Take your top off. I'll replace it with this hat. Congratulations. You got your wish for once. I took my top off. Tequila Mockingbird, Avaji, Chris Solo, rocking Better Than Nickelback, North Mexico, the 51st state, Benny and the Grits.
When you said North Mexico, first state.
Thank you for, yes, I do now. North Mexico. A poo-poo and a pee-pee is back, so my night's made. A poo-poo and a pee-pee.
She introduced herself in the comments.
Yes, Neville Thongbottom. If you guys haven't guessed already, there are quite a few returners from our Harry Potter trivia earlier. Chevy, what's up? Our friend, I believe, from Florida. Chevy, welcome back. Thank you for being here. All right, those are all the standings. We will look at those every 5 questions, but we are now going to move on to question number... Oh, look at that. Thanks, Gina. Cheers, everybody. Question number 6. The Juicy Lucy. I have had the pleasure of having one of these myself. The Juicy Lucy is a cheeseburger that originates from what state? What state gave us the Juicy Lucy? You can see it here. It's 2 hamburger patties with cheese in between them, grilled so that the cheese melts. What state gave us the Juicy Lucy? What?
I just ruined that.
What'd you say? So Gina might have given it away. I see your comment now. I wish I was in Minneapolis.
I heard Juicy Lucy and I reacted. Sorry, but not sorry.
That's okay. I'm sure somebody out there doesn't even know Minneapolis is in Minnesota. So congrats, 65 of you. So I have been, apparently there are 2 restaurants that contest that they originated this. It's the 5-8 Club and then Matt's Bar. They spell it differently, Juicy with an I and Juicy without an I. We've been to Matt's Bar. That's where I had the Juicy Lucy. It was delicious. Tiny little just hole in the wall, if you will. I have not been to the 5-8 Club, but I think it's worth a trip back, honestly, when we can, to check it out. So good job, guys. Good job, Juicy Lucy. And good
I
job.
don't even eat beef, and I got, super excited.
You did. Good job, Gina. All right, question 7. You know I like these questions. If you've been playing trivia with us for a while, I love questions where I give you somebody's real name and you have to tell me their stage name. So here's another one. Amethyst Amelia Kelly. Amethyst, real name. Amelia Kelly is better known as which of these individuals? Is it Adele, Iggy Azalea, Lady Gaga, or Cardi B? Which of these fake stage names is a person whose given name is Amethyst Amelia Kelly? Got it without the hint, Kayla. Good job. This GIF making me hungry. The one with Ben Middleditch and Kevin Bacon? Just kidding. Oh, because it's Kevin Bacon. Guys, we're just going to have fun tonight. That Juicy Lucy GIF was up there for a long time, though. All right. I wondered if you might struggle with this, but you guys did not. You did not. 68% of you, 74 people said Iggy Azalea, and that was correct. Iggy Azalea. Adele, I think Adele's real name is Adele, right? Her first name? Lady Gaga is Stephanie Garanjanada, something like that. Cardi B, I have no idea, and I will not. I don't like Cardi B. I'm allowed to have opinions. First discovered in 1909. What vitamin is also known as retinol, or a form of which vitamin is known as retinol? You're going to have 4 choices. retinol? Is that vitamin K, vitamin A, vitamin C, or vitamin E? Oh, you know what we haven't seen yet? Sleeping puppy. Oh. All right, couple seconds left. All right, let's see what we thought. You guys usually do well on the vitamin questions. 22% of you said vitamin K. 28 people said vitamin E. Not a lot of people said vitamin C. That's ascorbic acid. I've asked that one before. Vitamin A, a form of vitamin A, is known as retinol. Retinol, vitamin A, known for your hair and your eyes, your skin, your hair, and your eyes, keeping them healthy. Getting that in your carrots. You can sell, yeah, and Gina could sell you some of that. If you're in the, what town is that?
Palos Heights.
Palos Heights. Visit Gina at Pass. Curbside pickup only. All sorts of great stuff like this. All right, here we go. Question 9. Which actor listed below played Ray Charles in the film Ray? Which actor played Ray Charles in the film Ray?
So many people playing this is great.
I know, this is incredible, guys. You're literally making my night. We have 148 people on the game now. We have 108 answers in. So 108 people is what I'll count. And we have a social. We have a social very soon. And it'll be. Guess who's back? Back again. Thank you for your patience. Many of you have been playing trivia with us for a very long time, and you probably know that all of this happens from my good old trusty MacBook Pro that is chugging along. But every now and then, she just says, Ollie, I need a friggin' break. And she just stops everything. And then I have to restart, and then here we are. So thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Into my armpit elbow, like the recommended way to do it. So here we go. We're moving on to question 10. Thank you guys again. Thank you so much for your patience. We love you. We're so happy that you're here. This is the internet, so we're doing the best we can with what we have. And things like this will happen. They will happen. Moving on. Question 10. In the film Napoleon Dynamite, the title character keeps which of these foods in his pocket?
Everyone said bless you.
Oh, thank you. What food does Napoleon Dynamite keep in his pocket? Grapes, French fries, jelly beans, or tater tots?
I would take any of these except grapes.
I would take any of these, including grapes, right now.
I would take grapes. I actually have grapes in the form of fermented.
Yeah, you
juice.
have fermented grapes. We have wine in the basement that's already ready, almost ready to bottle. 30 bottles of wine just sitting in our basement, folks. Ready to be drunk. Drinking?
The apocalypse happens. Come here.
Yeah, right? This is where you want to show up. All right, everybody's in. You guys didn't struggle. Yo, give me some of your tots. Tater tots, the correct answer. Good job. 90
Tina,
of you.
you fat lard.
Tina, you fat lard. This film,
This is a
like,
good one.
and it's one of those, I don't know that it holds a record, but it's somewhere close where I think it cost like $10,000 to make. And by now it's made millions and millions of dollars. I mean, it costs next to nothing. So great on them. And John Heater, who will forever be Napoleon Dynamite. Poor for him. All right.
Mac from Veronica Mars is Tina.
Oh,
Not Tina.
oh.
Tina's
Yeah, Tina's the llama. Did you
Sorry.
just call Mac from Veronica Mars the llama?
Hey, don't make fun of me.
Anyway, this isn't technically social, but we're doing one for the hey, we're back social. So cheers. Question number 11. We'll do this one, then we'll look at the rankings. Question number 11. Speaking of grapes, which of the following listed below is not a type of grape?
Nice
Which of
segue.
the following below is not a type of grape? Is it Balaton, Nebbiolo, Shiraz, or Chardonnay? Which of these is not a type of grape?
This is hard.
Do the chickens have large talons? Never seen this movie, Andrea? You should watch it. It's worth watching it. Brian Rudder or Maggie drinking fermented rosé grapes. I love it.
We have a bottle of rosé to drink.
We have a night, yes, we do, and a bottle of bubbly.
I almost thought tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Listen, tomorrow can be Saturday. There are more varieties of grape outside of green and purple. No, there are not. Let's see what you guys thought. Okay, I knew that you would do well here, and you did. A lot of you said Nebbiolo. That is a grape. It's just a weird sounding one. But Balaton, that's a cherry. It's a type of cherry, which I've made cherry wine, just like the popular song now. Cherry wine is delicious. All right, let's look at the rankings. It's been a while. So let's see where you guys are in the standings. Molly Wobbles in first.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Steph and then Chris B both mentioned the King Balaton cherry beer at all.
Yeah, Alter Brewing, King Balaton. See, that's how you would know.
How they knew names.
Alter Brewing is going to be sponsoring a trivia night coming up here soon. I was in contact with them. They reached out to me today, actually. So, Dustin, Adam, if you're watching, sorry I didn't email you back. I had a busy day, but I am looking forward to talking with you tomorrow. And for those of you Alter regulars out there, we will have an Alter sponsored event coming up here soon. We miss them. We've been at Alter Brewing almost as long as we've been hosting trivia at Baig of Tricks. So I'm letting this rotate through, letting you guys see where you're at. Emily and Sean, Lewis and Clark, General Ambrose Burnside, a poo-poo and a pee-pee. I'm sorry, if you're playing, I'm going to call that name out every time. Turkey and Bacon, Arya Barks, LaCroix in 97, Neville Longbottom, JB Nose Strip, Morton Trio, Quarren Queen, yes! Love it. All right, we're going to do these 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 5 questions, and then we will move into the second round where they are no longer multiple choice. So here we go. Get ready. Question number 12. You still have multiple choice here. Known as the King, what professional driver ended his career with a record 200 NASCAR wins? Which of these individuals had a record 200 NASCAR wins? Dale Earnhardt, Bobby Allison, David Pearson, or Richard Petty? Yeah, Altered Dog Days is so much fun.
It's like my favorite day of the year.
We should try a radish wine. Okay. Which is how I knew that I had 2 King Best. Sorry, I always just catch up on the comments. I'm always so far behind. Casey Cavallaro, Shake in Bake. This is such a good movie. This is another Adam McKay movie, right? Anchorman. Will Ferrell in it. Adam McKay directing.
Not Anchorman.
I said Anchorman, but I meant
Talladega
Talladega Nights, yeah.
Rutabaga wine. I bet that would all be Rutabaga.
I made honeysuckle wine from honeysuckle
good.
bush that I had in my yard.
Do you make lilac wine?
I can make lilac wine, but literally, so listen, if you guys want to help, when lilacs come into bloom, which is not too long from now, right? Yeah, we can crowdsource a lilac wine. It takes literally like, you need like 4 pounds of lilac petals, which is a million lilac petals. So if you guys want to help me pick them, you can send them to us here in Lockport. I'll make lilac wine, and then I'll send bottles back out. Let's do it.
Radish wine's a Schitt's Creek reference.
Ooh, see, I wouldn't know. I didn't watch it as closely as you. All right, sorry. Let's see what we know here. 46 of you said Dale Earnhardt. 52 of you said Richard Petty. The King is Richard Petty. Richard Petty, good job. Half of you knew that. Thank you all for hanging out, even through that technical issue we had. We appreciate you. Question 13. This one goes out to our Breaking Bad people. Not that you'll know it, but this GIF was in my head and why I wrote this question. What is the name of the scale that measures the hardness of minerals? What is the name of the scale that measures mineral hardness? You have 4 choices. Is it the Saffir-Simpson scale, the Richter scale, the Beaufort scale, or the Mohs scale? Little baby Jesus. Thank you, little baby Jesus.
Gee, Marcos, he's a bunny named Lilac. Oh.
Heather Hackenberg will send lilacs. Thank you.
We're burning a lilac candle right now.
Yeah, literally, there's a lilac candle. Lilac is my favorite scent. I love the smell of lilacs. All right, let's see what you thought. 58% of you said the Mohs. A couple of you said the Beaufort, Saffir-Simpson. The correct answer was the Mohs scale. Mohs scale, the mineral hardness scale. Good job. Question 14. Alcohol question. Named after a city, what popular cocktail was created by Raffles Hotel bartender Nyam Tong Boon in 1915? Is it the New York Sour, the Singapore Sling, the Washington White, or the London Bomber? So when writing this question, I didn't realize how much his name would probably give this away. Doesn't mean that it's right if you guess that, but we'll see.
That's funny.
Yeah. I in my head, I was like, well, all these places can have hotels. Like, it could be any of them.
Okay.
And then I just realized now.
Lucy,
Yeah, now you guys probably figured correctly that Nyam Tong Boon was in the Singapore Hotel, the Raffles Hotel, the Singapore Sling. Has anybody had a Singapore Sling? I never have. I don't even know what's in a Singapore Sling. I just remember hearing about a Singapore Sling. That's why we have this question. So, good job. The 89% of you, we're calling that a social. 89% of everyone on an alcohol question counts. Cheers. All right. Question 15. Wait, before we go, what's in a Singapore Sling?
Gin, Benedictine, lime juice, simple syrup, club soda, cherry brandy, and maraschino.
That sounds so delicious. All right, question 15. In 2016, which of these musicians received the Nobel Prize in Literature? 2016, which musician received the Nobel Prize in Literature? Was it Paul McCartney, Bruce Springsteen, Bono, or Bob Dylan? Turn the heat off. It's still going.
You feel warm?
No, I can just hear the radiator.
Did you turn off the right?
No, I turned it off on both thermostats. All right, everybody just about in. All right, let's see what you thought. 68% of you said Bob Dylan. 18 people said Bono. 11 people said Paul McCartney. The correct answer, Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan famously in 2016 as a musician won the Nobel Prize in Literature. So good job. I'm going to put the rankings up. Let's put the rankings up. Let's see where you guys are. Plethora of pinatas. I love that. In first, Molly Wobbles in second. Steph in third. I'm going to let these rotate all the way through. Taco also just cuddled up. Oh, no, what happened? No Taco King? Oh, it's back. Oh, he's green.
Wow, why?
I don't know.
Looks nuclear.
Well, you know, he's there, though. Let's see. What if I do this? Ah, that's a little better. What about that? Oh, I fixed it. Oh, Taco just taking a nap. Oh, what a boy. Let's get it back. Okay. I'm going to look at something really quick. Today's the 27th, right? Somebody corrected me. 27. Okay, so we're looking at the standings now, but we do still have one more multiple choice question. That's what I wanted to check on. We have one more multiple choice question. We'll get to that right after these standings. I want to let everybody see everybody. Thanks for letting me move you around, Taco. All right, so one more multiple choice question. Number 16, A, B, C, or D. One of these is correct. It's going to pop up here. The Blue Mosque is a major tourist attraction in which city? The Blue Mosque, a major tourist attraction in what city? Is it Jerusalem, Baghdad, Istanbul, or Cairo? All right, everybody is in. What? All right, let's see what you guys thought. It was Constantinople, but it is now Istanbul. 70 of you knew it. If you've got a date, Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. Good job, 71 of you. So here's how it works. We have 15 questions left, and now we are switching things up. You are no longer going to have 4 multiple choice answers on the screen. Instead, you are going to have to supply the answer all on your own. So you have to type in the answer. I'm still going to give you 30 seconds, and I'm going to make it a little bit easier for you. I want you guys to have time. So what I'm going to do is I've left the time at 30 seconds, but I took away the decreasing points. So if you answer in 5 seconds or if you answer in 25 seconds, as long as you get the answer correct, you earn the same amount of points. And I'm telling you that so that you know, take your time and spell your answer correctly. If you spell it right, you automatically get points. The computer does that for me. If you spell it wrong, I have to go through and manually fix the answer and give you points. I'm not saying I won't, but I'm not promising that you'll get points if you spell it wrong. So again, if you've ever played trivia with Baig Tricks Entertainment, spelling is the last thing on our mind. We're here to have a good time. But with this new internet online way of doing trivia, we have to draw the line somewhere. So spell as well as you can. Try to get it correct. I will do my best to give you points if you deserve it. But my disclaimer is, if you spell it wrong and I miss it, I'm really sorry, but it could happen. So here we go. Question number 17. The first one of these types of questions, you have to type it in, but you have 30 seconds to do so. The points won't decrease. And actually, the next 5 questions, I always forget to mention, the next 5 questions are all from one category. So the next 5 questions are all going to look like this with different options. So for the next 5 questions, I'm going to name multiple actors or actresses. And what I want you to put as your answer is the movie character that all of these actors have portrayed on screen. So, for example, I can't even... if we said John Goodman and King Baratheon, the answer would be Fred Flintstone. But for this one, I want you to name the movie character that all of these actors have portrayed on screen. I think this one's simple, but let's see what you think. What movie character have all of these actors portrayed? Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, and Pierce Brosnan. Type that in, looking for the name of the character played by all 3 of these answers. It's still on my face. Thank you. I'm sure you enjoy it, but I'll switch it over. What character was played by all 3 of these actors? Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, and Pierce Brosnan.
I love your face, but I also love Jennifer Aniston.
Thank you. You like Jennifer Aniston more than I do.
I thought you were going to say more than me.
No.
I love Jennifer Aniston.
You do. I don't know that. I think only one person missed this. Yeah, the correct answer here, Bond, James Bond. As long as you put James Bond, even if you added anything else, is fine. 68% of you, 69 people. James Bond, the correct answer. Congratulations. So that's how these next 5 questions are going to work. There are 4 more now. This was the first one. Here we go. Question 18. I'm going to give you a list of actors or actresses. You tell me the movie character they all played. Name the character played by all of these actors. I think this is the toughest one in the round. Alec Baldwin, Harrison Ford, Ben Affleck, and Chris Pine. All 4 of those actors have played the same character. What is the name of the movie character they have all played? Bobby, I'm with you. I usually try to start it quicker, but I had to explain that first one. Don't you worry. Yeah, Stephanie, how's that? I feel like that Jennifer Aniston gift broke the curse. We didn't get stuck. Yes, Brad Silzer, I was singing some They Might Be Giants. I saw them just about a month ago in Chicago. They Might Be Giants. And they did play Istanbul. They played all their hits. And some fun new stuff, too. So some of you did get this. Oh, Albin, thank you. I'm going to put the answers up on the screen while I grade them. So again, this is how it works. You give me a whole bunch of different answers. I have to mark ones that are correct. If they're spelled wrong, like this one, somebody said Jack Fyan. That's right. You just slightly misspelled. The correct answer, Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan. That's Tom Clancy, John Grisham. Let me know. I'm not good on this. Who made Jack Ryan? He's been in novels forever. He's a reoccurring character. Who created him? Let me know. Albin, thank you for the shout out. We love you. Thank you for being here. All right, question number 19. Taco, go outside. Same thing. Name the movie character that was played by both of these actors. One character, what was the name of the character played by Alec Guinness and Ewan McGregor? Hey, Taco, go outside. Go. Good boy. Alec Guinness and Ewan McGregor. Tom Clancy. Thank you, Stephanie, Jen Sterna, Brian Rudder, Andrea McFerrin. Everybody knew. I did not. Tom Clancy. Good job. Kayla did not know. Thank you. Thanks for being here, Kayla. All right. So this is a good example of how a whole slew of you know this answer, but all of you spelled it differently. So let's take a look. Geez, I got to go through and click all these. The correct answer, no sense in making you wonder. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. So if you wrote anything that sounds like Obi-Wan Kenobi, I am clicking your answer here. You'll see it disappear from the screen. It won't disappear from your phone. You'll still see it on your phone, but you'll be awarded points. Maybe I shouldn't have done Obi-Wan Kenobi with all the different possibilities of the way you could spell it. I try to keep our type in the answer ones easy, ones that you can't misspell too many ways. We're getting close. Hey, Ben, do you know an Obi-Wan Kenobi? Why, of course I know him. It's me. Somebody asked us earlier, what order will our children watch the Star Wars films in? And I think Gina and I are on the same page. We're going to do it in order of release for their first time. After that, they can choose. But we'll show them 1977, Episode 4, and then we'll go on to Episode 5 and 6, and then the prequels, and then all of the, whatever they're calling, the new trio of films, and Rogue One. Let us know. Do you guys have a preference on how you like to watch them? But anybody who wrote in anything that sounded like Obi-Wan Kenobi here. Actually, I see a Kenobi up there. I'm going to give points to really quick because that's right. But if you wrote Han Solo, that's not for points. Oops, didn't get you points. Robin didn't get you points. Everybody else did. All right. Question 20. Name the movie character played by all three of these characters. By these actors. Anthony Perkins, Vince Vaughn, and Freddie Highmore. All three of these actors portrayed which character on screen? Kelsey, you haven't seen them. Oh, I am jealous. You get to watch them all for the first time. I would start soon. It got changed from Obi to 1. Jake Ryan and 16 Candles, Brad Silzer. We just did John Hughes trivia. Jake Ryan has certainly been on my mind as well. You do have sound again, Lindsay Davis. Pros cons is right. You gotta count your blessings. Hello there. Haven't seen Kelsey. You gotta watch him. All right, let's see. I'm looking for the name of the individual, so we'll see how many of you knew this. If you just wrote the name of the film, I'm not gonna accept it here. I'm just gonna look for the name of the character they played. The correct answer here, as about half of you knew, is Norman Bates. Norman Bates of Psycho fame. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Anthony Perkins, the original with the shower scene. Vince Vaughn did a remake. And then Freddie Highmore, he was a young Charlie in the remake of Willy Wonka, the Tim Burton one. And he is also the Good Doctor on the ABC show, The Good Doctor. So all of them played Norman Bates. We have one more just like this. Question 21. I think this one's a little bit easier. Let's see what you guys think. What character did all three of these actors play? George Clooney, Adam West, and Val Kilmer. So this one, we'll say movie or TV. I want to be specific. Movie or TV. George Clooney, Adam West, and Val Kilmer all played what character on movie or TV? Ooh!
May the 4th.
Yeah, on Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. We'll get Rise of Skywalker 2 months earlier. Thank you, Andrea, for the update. Doesn't this have 2 answers? Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. I'll accept either. You can give me the alias or the name. You know what you're getting at. Don't you worry. I'm not going to be crazy like that. I'm going to take either. But yeah, that's the type of stuff that I don't think about when I write these questions. You could have written, this was easy. Everybody pretty much got it. Batman, or to Chris's point, Bruce Wayne was acceptable. They both obviously, if you play Batman, you also play Bruce Wayne and vice versa. So George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Ben Affleck, soon to be Edward. Is it Edward Pattinson? Is that his name? Edward Pattinson? Robert Pattinson. Hello, Manhattans. Robert Pattinson. We had Michael Keaton also did it. Obviously, Christian Bale. All of them played Batman and Bruce Wayne. So if you wrote either, you got points. Don't worry. It's just showing Batman on the screen, but that's because I lumped you all together to make sure you got points. All right, let's look at the rankings, and then we'll finish off the rounds here. Molly Wobbles in first. Jeff Drock up in second. Jen Widener, welcome, into third. Always be flagging in fourth. I see the spicy meatballs in 16th. Clover, trivia name, in 17th. Neville Fongbottom, I can't get over it, in 26th. Wright Family, 31st. Let's Get Quizzical in 32nd. Turkey and Bacon in 37th. Better than Nickelback. The Burns in 44th. North Mexico, the 51st state. I love it. I saw Clorox Chewables.
Uh-huh.
I love a good current events trivia team name. Poo Poo and a Pee Pee, by far, always my favorite. Benny and the Grits is up there. Take Your Top Off. I already did. Bobby Kate, Kathy, Packin' Hammered. Let me check these comments. We need to watch Star Wars again. I do have sound. Got third. Good job, Brad. Brad, you're going to be there if we do Always Sunny trivia. If we do it, I'm expecting you to be there. And even if you're stuck at home, to please wear your Dayman outfit. I will come as a McPoyle. That's already my plan. I'm going to come as a McPoyle. Christiane Young gave both. Yeah, I saw that with the slash. You got points. Go team, take your top off, Kayla. Come around. All right, here we go. We are through, so we're going on. The next 10 questions are the same format, but no longer all coming from the same theme. These are all unique questions. They're worth more and more points. I think the next one's worth 200 points. Yep, I was right. Often wrapped around sushi. Nori, N-O-R-I, is another name for what food? Often wrapped around sushi. Nori is another name for what food? Brad, I'll even wear my Dayman outfit as you wish. Yes, that's all I want in my whole life. My husband always says it to me, so we picked it for our name. Yes. Wait, what? Hold on, back up. Go team, take your top off. And then Kayla said, my husband always says it to me, so we picked it for our name. I don't know how to feel. A, entertained, or B, hurt because I thought you guys were telling me to take my top off.
I like that those are the two options.
Yeah, I mean, those are obviously the only two options. I'm just going to accept both. Let's see what you guys did here. I think you guys are going to do very well. Yeah, not much. One person said fish, but everybody else said seaweed. Seaweed, nori, that nice, slightly crunchy green seaweed wrapped around the outside. Now, why do we ask questions about food?
And not, no.
Especially when the dog got half my sandwich.
69%.
69%.
Ryan's
Cheers.
right.
Chris Barbian. Question 23. I'm just looking for the name of a film. What 2003 movie was marketed with the tagline, We don't need no education. Looking for the name of the film, a 2003 movie marketed with the tagline, "We don't need no education." Bobby, probably not even wearing pants. Brian Rudder, 69. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. We do need to do, every time I say yes like that, we need to do Drag Race trivia. Get those nuts out of my face.
So we were tagged in a post in a Drag Race group, and it said, "Would you people play trivia?"
Oh.
And it was like 100-something people said yes.
Hell yes. Probably not even wearing pants. I've only hosted trivia pantsless a handful of times.
If I were you.
You would never know. Let's see what you guys knew. Ooh, a lot of good guesses. I'm going to be a little slack here. I'm going to give it to a few people that were close. Oh, the sad face answer makes me sad. I think it's pretty tough, but some of these questions are going to be tough. The correct answer was School of Rock, the Jack Black, Mike White film, 2003. Ned Schneebly. We don't need no education. Question 24. We'll do an update on the standings after 25. What city became the capital of Cuba and still is today? What city became the capital of Cuba in 1519? It's been a capital for a very long time. It's just one word. What is the capital of Cuba? It's taking trivia to a whole new level. Right, Stephanie? That film is 17 years old. That is insane. One of your favorite, Lindsay, how have you been? I mean, I imagine you've been if you like it. How many times have you been? Tell me about it. I'm a very big cigar smoker. I do enjoy a nice Habano, Cubano. We want to see the pants. I have pants on tonight. School of Rock. You can quote the whole movie. It was gorgeous. Went on a mission trip in high school. Fantastic. Casey Snipes. Don't even talk to me about Ned Schneebly in season 37 of Survivor. What an incredible season, first of all. Some people hate it. Some people love it. I liked it. He did very well. Usually celebrities go out very early. Jimmy Johnson went out very early. Mike White did very well, I think. Yes, Mary Bayer, Survivor Trivia is happening. I think we're going to wait till Winners at War is done. We're going to wait till season 40 is finished. Let me try to multitask and mark your answers correct while we're doing this. Survivor is my favorite reality show of all time. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I've watched every single season. I've rewatched most seasons. I got Gina introduced to it. She enjoys it now. What's today? Monday? Yeah, we got to wait 2 days. Who are you guys rooting for on Winners at War? Havana is the correct answer for the capital of Cuba. Havana, the capital of Cuba. I'm going to start the next question, then we'll talk about Survivor in a minute. Question 25. Looking for the name of a band. What American rock band had hits in the 1980s, including Call Me and Heart of Glass? What was the name of the band that had hits in the 80s, including Call Me and Heart of Glass? You watching Big Brother? I haven't watched Big Brother in a long time. Ned Schneebly, Kayla, your drunkenness is coming out. That's okay. Mine's been out since 8:15. Great show. Introducing your survivor to your 10-year-old mayor. That's exciting. I like Amazing Race, Casey. I have not watched nearly as much Amazing Race as I have Survivor. Casey, you like Ben. A lot of people don't like Ben. I like Ben. He's certainly not my pick to win. Allison, Tony might be my pick to win this season. I like Tony. Who else did I have picked to win? Yeah, we're talking about Survivor. You've been gone for a second. We're talking about Survivor. Tony or Ben. Yeah, spelled Havana wrong. Brad, you did get points. If you wrote anything close to Havana, I marked it right. That's one issue with this system. It doesn't tell you. But I did mark it right. Kim Spradlin, I don't think Kim's going to win, Mary. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think Kim's going to win. I think Tony will win. I think Nick is a sleeper to go for a while. I think he's been playing, he got called out recently, but he's been under the radar a little bit. Let's see what you guys thought here. Okay, a lot of you knew this. The correct answer, Blondie. Blondie. What's Debbie Harry, right? Is that Blondie?
Mm-hmm.
Debbie Harry and Blondie. Or is that Hart? What's Debbie Harry in?
Blondie.
Blondie, yeah. Hart was a guess, though. But Blondie, the correct answer. Call me. Heart of Glass. Good job. Those of you who got it earned 200 points. We're going to look at the standings for one final time before we go over the winners at the end. Molly Wobble's in first. Always Be Flagging now up into second. Plethora of pinatas. Everybody at the top within 100 points of each other. So this is still anybody's game to win. Don't give up hope. We have 6 more questions. Spy Shack. According to the previews for this week, we have a spy nest. A spy nest coming up. Christiane, we are down the wire here. Yes, Tony cracks me up. I love Tony. His very first season, he was kind of grating. But then when he came back, I really enjoyed him. This season, he has been an absolute pleasure. He has been an absolute pleasure. A lot of people, I follow the Survivor Reddit, and a lot of people last week said that the episode from last Wednesday was probably one of the strongest episodes for one individual ever. What Tony convinced how many people? 3 people, 4 people to just give him a fire token for free. He used it to buy his way into the challenge, and then he won the challenge. He has influence over everyone on the island. He has influence on everyone on Exile or Edge of Extinction. So, yeah, Tony is killing it right now. All right, here we go, guys. We are through. So question 26 is popping up. And once we get through these next 6 questions, we will go over the final standings. This might be one of the toughest questions. I think the next 6 questions are all tough. But this one, looking for a specific name of an actor, receiving the award at the age of 76 years old in 1982. To this date, he still holds the record. Who was the oldest actor to ever win the Best Actor Oscar at the Academy Awards? What is the name of the oldest individual to ever win the Oscar for Best Actor at the Academy Awards? Tony is baloney. Bobby, I don't know if you're just being funny or if you don't like him, but I do. I do like him. I think that he's out there. He's got a bigger-than-life personality, but unlike a lot of people on Survivor, he backs it up. He has a social game. He's good at challenges. He's just overall a smart guy. He convinced Sarah that he wasn't a cop, even when she said in their first season, I think you're a cop. And he said, no, I'm in construction. And she bought it. And I like Sarah, too. I like Sarah, too. Sorry, you guys opened a rabbit hole when somebody said Survivor. I told you, that's my favorite show. Cops Are Us. Oh, my God. Remember Philip? Philip?
Yeah.
Spies Are Us. Former federal agent? Question mark?
Mm-hmm.
I thought this one would be much tougher, but quite a few of you got it. I'm just checking on your misspellings. Again, I try to be as fair as possible. Make sure I give as many of you points as deserve it. Some of you just said old man. Some of you knew the name of the movie, but not the actor. The actor was Henry Fonda. Henry Fonda. And to those of you who put it, yes, it was for On Golden Pond, but we needed the name of the actor. It was Henry Fonda. Good job. 23 of you still knew that. Good job. Here we go. Question 27. We're talking darts. I threw this one out there. Brad Silzer, I thought you might be here. I know you like Always Sunny. I like Always Sunny. I put this GIF in just for you, in case you'd be here. In the traditional game of darts, what is the highest possible score that you could get with one dart? If you throw one dart at the dartboard, what is the highest amount of points you could earn with one dart? You can only answer with numbers here, so type it in. How many points could you score with one dart? What is the highest possible score with one dart in a traditional game of darts? Oh my gosh, Philip, Oscar Mayer has a way of being. Ihan, I did not know this ahead of time, but I'm glad that you put him as the youngest Grammy winner. I didn't realize that. The specialist. I am the specialist. You are the enforcer. You are... God, you guys should never have said Survivor. I'm not going to get off this before the end of this. All right, let's see what you thought. So 35 of you said 60, 14 of you said 50. The correct answer is 60. So this one you have to think about for a second. A lot of people think it's worth the most points to hit that double bullseye right in the middle. That's worth 50 points. But technically, if you hit a triple 20, you get 60 points. A triple 20 is worth the most. It's 60 points. All right, here we go. Question 28. What popular 90s TV show, technically into the 2000s and the 2010s, but started in the 90s, what popular 90s TV show saw a group of heroes consistently fighting against their main nemesis, Rita Repulsa, and her goons? What is the name of the popular 90s TV show in which a group of heroes constantly fought against their main nemesis named Rita Repulsa and her goons? You okay over there?
I'm just catching up to those.
Taco okay?
He was just in bed. Oh. And then.
You haven't seen him in a while. No. All right, let's see what you guys thought. I imagine I'm going to have to mark a few of these right. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. If you just put Power Rangers, you're going to get points. I love the emphasis that some of you put on with 3 or 4 exclamation points. Some of you just slightly misspelled it. Again, this is why I take my time, because I believe in awarding points when they're due. Good job, 75% of you. Power Rangers, the correct answer. Billy, Kimberly, Jason, Zach, Trini, Billy, Kimberly, Zach, Trini, Jason. Yeah, 5. And then Tommy, the green/white ranger in the original. All right, question 29. There's a really good episode of The Toys That Made Us on Netflix. I know many of you have already watched that, but The Toys That Made Us Netflix episode of the Power Rangers is really good. Who was the first pitcher? This is a straight-up sports question. I don't do a lot of sports. If you play trivia with Baig of Tricks, I write all of these questions. We don't do a lot of sports because Ali Baig does not follow a lot of sports, but here's one. Who was the first pitcher in Major League history to win the Cy Young Award for 4 consecutive years? And there's a hint in here. It was from 1992 to 1996. The first Major League pitcher to win the Cy Young Award for 4 consecutive years, 1992 to 1996. Who was it? You know this, Gina? Stephanie
Yes.
Howes, do you know this?
I do.
I think Stephanie Howes will know this.
I do too. I think I know it. I think so too.
What was the one night I was trying to come up with a baseball statistic that nobody could answer? And I think I asked, I remember, I challenged everyone online to find me the most times a pitcher has tried to put somebody out at first before they actually threw a pitch. Because it's just a ridiculous statistic. Like, you're on the mound, and before you ever throw a pitch, how many times do you try to throw out the runner at first? And I did that on purpose because people who watch baseball just love keeping track of random statistics. I don't think I ever got a specific answer just because they weren't tracking that for a long time. Like how many times pitchers threw to first.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was at Tannen's, and you were at Tannen's when I asked that. Just in case you guys are wondering, I am grading your answers while I'm talking. I am multitasking. Don't you worry. The best pitcher, Sammy Sosa. I don't know baseball, but I'm pretty sure Sammy Sosa wasn't a pitcher. Somebody said Taco the dog. I almost want to give points for that. The correct answer, Greg Maddux. You knew that? He was on the Cubs, right? That's why I thought you guys would know this.
I did know that.
Yeah, Greg Maddux.
I mean, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Holy stuff got it right.
It was not Carly Rae Jepsen. You can see her ceremonial first pitch.
Oh my God. It was not her? Shocking.
No, a lot of first pitches that I Googled were hilarious. And hers was one of the best. All right, here we go. Question 30. Only 2 questions left.
I would be terrible at the first pitch, too.
What is the name of the fictional character? I promise you've heard of it. What fictional character first appeared in the 1902 novel The Little White Bird by author and playwright J.M. Barrie? The big clue here is the author. What fictional character first appeared in the 1902 novel The Little White Bird by author and playwright J.M. Barrie? No, what a Baig. Heavily awarded in Atlanta after they traded him for no good reason. Oh, you went with Randy Johnson. Is Randy Johnson the guy that hit the bird with a pitch? There's a famous gif of that. He threw a pitch and a bird flew in front of it and just exploded into a puff of feathers. Yes! I told you, I don't know much about baseball, but I know those fun things. 90s Trivia Night. Abby Lambert, I'm with you. We did one way back when this all started, but that was on our Facebook platform. So anything we did on Facebook, I'm totally open to repeating and doing, a new version here on our Baigotricks online platform and YouTube. Okay. I'm looking at your answers again. Please know that I am multitasking for you here. All right. Oh, I see one I'm going to give here. Which fictional character did J.M. Barrie create in The Little White Bird? That is Peter Pan. Peter Pan. Congrats. 40% of you. 32 people knew that. That's an interesting one. If you didn't know, I don't know if it's for a certain novel or a play, but J.M. Barrie actually donated the rights to Peter Pan to a children's hospital in London. So they get all of the royalties every single year. Every time that Peter Pan is used for anything, they get the royalties. So really cool move on his part to help somebody out for a very long time. All right, final question. You guys were talking about 90s trivia, but we have an 80s question for you right now. One of my favorite shows, I used to have a plush Alf. Hailing from the planet Melmac, Alf made the trip to Earth after his homeworld exploded. What does his name, Alf, stand for? It is an acronym, 3 words. ALF. What does Alf stand for?
Danielle, one time Fabio was hit by a bird on a roller coaster. Remember that?
Oh, I remember Fabio getting hit by a bird. Yes. S-Crim 67, 92 to 96 is 5 seasons. So I'm pretty sure the seasons were 92 to 93, 93 to 94, 94 to 95, and 95 to 96. Yeah, 4 seasons. 96 to 97 would have been the 5th. It was 92 to 3, 93 to 4. Oh, and lockout. Joe Flaherty just even schooled me. We had the strike. We had the lockout where there was no World Series winner in 1994, I believe.
Don't mess with Joe at Chicago sports.
Don't mess with Joe Flaherty when it comes to Chicago sports. I still miss Vincent every single day.
No.
I need to get Vincent. I'm going to call him and get him on here somehow. I don't know how. Joe, I need your help with this. I miss Vincent so much. It hurts. Alien life. Or I'm looking at your... These guesses. Alien life form, a lot of you said. My favorite guess is down at the bottom, which is Ollie loves farting. It's not wrong, but it's not right for this question. The correct answer is alien life form. Alien life form.
That's cleaner than I would have
Yeah, Gordon, whatever his real name was, from the planet Melmac. He liked to eat cats. There were some sad moments in that show. But overall, you guys did very well. So we're going to look at the final rankings. Again, if you are in first place, you win a $25 gift card to our awesome sponsors at Elmhurst Brewing Company. So please, whether you win or not, give them a big shout out. Give them a like on Facebook. Order some food from them or some beer. They have delicious beer. And then join us for one of our upcoming trivia nights. We're going over the final standings here right now. In first place, Molly Wobbles. And then the Spicy Meatballs in second. Steffi Star is right there in third. Everybody else is rotating through. Mary Bayer. Yeah, you won. Congratulations, Mary. Here's what you need to do. Just send us a message on the Baigotricks Facebook page. Yeah, only 2 points. That's how close this is. Spicy Meatballs. The Spicy Meatballs. Only 2 points behind out of 4,284. So I always tell you guys, and I'm not just bullshitting you, even if you're not doing good in the beginning or doing well in the beginning, you can still come back later on. Spicy Meatballs is a good example of that. They definitely came back. Mr. Rice Krispie, Plethora of Pinatas, thank you. I love your team names every single time. Daniel, thank you. We appreciate all of you. Again, to everybody that donated, one person just sent a donation, so thank you. To everybody that donated or is interested in donating, the links are down below. If you do that, you are entered into our raffle. You could be an individual who gets to choose one of our upcoming theme nights. Everything else we already have planned for this week is going to rotate through in here in the corner. We have general knowledge trivia tomorrow night, and then The Simpsons at 9. We have Music Bingo with the incredible Bobby K on Wednesday at 7, and then Parks and Rec at 9 p.m. on Wednesday in celebration of the new episode coming out on Thursday. Thursday, we have Military History Trivia Night with the Cantini First Division Museum, and we have another General Knowledge Night at 9 o'clock on Thursday. Then Friday is a fundraiser. Please join us. It's General Knowledge Trivia, all new questions. You do have to buy a ticket to be involved, but there are prizes for the top winners and all of the funds that are donated. So all of your ticket purchases, everything that's donated goes directly to the West Suburban Community Pantry and helps feed families in need in the western suburbs. So we definitely want to help out with that. And then Saturday, SpongeBob Trivia. Sunday, our Golden Girls Trivia Brunch. We're doing it at 1 p.m., the earliest we've ever done. I'm going to make a cheesecake. We're going to have mimosas.
I'm going to eat it.
You're going to eat the cheesecake. We're going to order some delicious food from McWethy's Tavern, so please join us if you're anywhere near Romeoville. They have graciously sponsored the event, so please show your love back to them for doing that by ordering some brunch. Their brunch, when they are up and running, obviously, if you can go dine in, they do a buffet brunch on the weekends. That's why I reached out to them about this, because their brunch is one of the best I've ever had. They're going to donate those prizes. We're going to have $75 to give away on Sunday. So do join us for Golden Girls Trivia. Make sure you watch some of those episodes between now and then and join us for that. Until then, guys, please have a great